David Folk here with Hardy Grooves Golf Shops, and today is a fantastic day. Yesterday we got back from the state tournament for golf for high school 2A here in Idaho, and both the boys and the girls won state, which is awesome. We were super excited to see how well they were playing, all the hard work that we put in. So the boys actually went into a playoff. They tied at 657 over 2 days with another team, and so we had a sudden death playoff with all 5 guys from both teams at the same time playing the playoff hole. So it was super exciting. I'll show you some video from that in a little bit. But man, it was intense. It was a great way for them to understand the pressure of golf and tournament golf and what they get to look forward to as they potentially proceed to college and maybe professional. I have a couple of clubs I'm going to be posting on eBay, giving you guys a sneak peek at, as well as I will be taking Jack to preschool today. So that'll be fun. Finally, we also have a swing coming at you with a guy who is working on his chipping, and I have a couple of drills that are going to help him that I learned from Phil Mickelson. Not in real life, but from a video that I've been watching from him, helping me improve my short game, and I think it's going to help him as well. So, lots to do, lots of fun. Let's go putz around. Hit the ball! Boom. Let's take a sneak peek at some of the clubs I'm going to be putting up on eBay today. The first one's going to be the Burner irons, you know, the classic ones. 1.0, they have the Burner S 55-gram shafts. They come with 4 through pitching wedge. There's a gap wedge in there and a sand wedge. That's going to be a great deal for you guys to take a look at. I'm going to put them up there. It's a steal of a deal. Next one's going to be the MP15s. This has the titanium insert to help promote a little bit more forgiveness. Comes with 4 through pitching wedge. Has the C-taper light shafts, the 110-gram stiff shafts. Great club, forged feeling. Has a little bit of perimeter weighting to give you a little bit more forgiveness, but without sacrificing the look or feel of the blade that Mizuno makes. That's going to be a great club for you guys. And finally, we have the Great Big Bertha 2016 driver. It is a 10.5, and it has a Kuro Cage regular flex shaft on it. This driver goes for $249 in store right now, and as you can see, it's in really good shape. And I'm going to put that up there, and you guys are going to see a great deal that you're not going to be able to pass up. So go ahead and check out my eBay store. I'm going to be having a sale starting tomorrow through Memorial Day. So you guys are going to be able to find some great clubs at some great prices and with an extra discount. So you can't go wrong at least taking a sneak peek. Today's swing comes from a gentleman who follows me on Instagram. If you guys are looking for a little bit of help, some drills that might improve your game, go ahead and shoot me a video at my Twitter or Instagram accounts, HG Golf Shops, and I'll take a look at them and put them on my vlog so that you guys can see what drills that I would recommend to help improve your game and develop more consistency. This gentleman is struggling with 60 to 80 yard shots, and what we want to do is we want to help him develop some consistency in helping him produce a variety of shots with a tweak of the setup versus what he's doing now. And what we can see now is going to be the shaft lineup, and then as we roll through it, we see he immediately pushes his hands forward before he takes away the ball. I want to eliminate that move right off the bat. I want him to take the club back as a whole, more like a putt versus, you know, cocking the wrist and then pulling it back. And then what we see as he gets to the top here is he has that, and then he unwinds a little more than I would like to see. And then with his follow through, you can see the amount of forward movement and the hands being overtaken by the club. So there's a couple of things that I would like to help him with to help produce a more consistent shot, a variety of shots with the same swing, just depending upon how his face is and where he puts the ball at address. A couple drills coming up. I think they're gonna help. So the first drill we want to work on is going to be address. And what happens when he addresses the ball is he takes his club here, and he, right before he begins to take his backswing, pushes the club forward and then takes his backswing. What I would like him to do is to have his stance, and if his club wants to be a little bit in front, that's fine. It's kind of whatever he wants to feel like he wants to set up on. But I want him to take it away all in one piece as opposed to push and then take it away. When you push that club forward, that's going to create that open face, which is going to lead to inconsistencies, lead to hosels, lead to pushes. I would like him just to take it away, all the club back at one time to a specific point. That's going to help develop the consistency to start the swing, and in the next drill we're going to work on talking about how to do distance control as well as different types of shots with the same setup at address. The second drill we're going to work on is learning about chipping and putting the spin on the ball to check up versus letting it bounce and then release. And this is the tip I got from Phil Mickelson, where he talks about when you pull the club back, you want to turn your body and not allow the club face to surpass the hand. Essentially what you want to have is you want to have a straight line between your arm and your club. That's going to produce the spin necessary to have it check and then release a little bit as opposed to bounce and then release. We're going to talk about a couple of ways to allow one swing to dictate a variety of shots based on your setup. So the first setup we're going to talk about is going to be ball in the back, ball in the middle, ball in the front. If you have a club that is pointing up perpendicular in the air, if you put the club back further, it's going to hit it. If you put it in the middle, it's going to be standard. If you put it in the front, it's going to raise the loft. And that's going to be the trajectory of which we're talking about. So as you put those in the spot, you want to make sure that your face is pointing toward the direction of your target. So if you're looking at the pin and it's a straight shot, you want to have the face pointing at the target. And so once you're there, we're going to take the club back, basically thinking of it like a clock. You know, so for me, it would be 4, 3, 2, 1, noon for the swing. That's going to be what I'm going to look at. So if I want to swing, let's say, a 20-yard shot, I'm going to look more at like 5:30. And if I want to hit a medium trajectory with a little bit of release, I'm going to put it in the middle of my stance. I'm going to go 5:30, and then I'm going to come through and keep my arm as similar as the shaft as possible. I don't want to come here. I don't want to come here and then release the club. That's only going to have the ball release more. So if you come here and then come down on it, keeping the club shaft and your arm as in straight a line as possible, you're going to get the check and you're going to have it release just a little bit less. Now if I'm going a little bit longer, obviously the further back I go, I'm going to take a little bit more of a swing, so I'm going to have a little bit more of a hinge, but my hinge is going to try to stay in the same place as much as possible, and I want to have my body rotate around to keep that shaft and arm in line. So if I'm shooting a 40-yard shot, let's say, I'm going to look at 330 approximately. So 330 is probably about there. And so I'm going to come back here, turn, and keep my hands as low as possible. And my turn is doing the work, not the release of my hands. So as we look at that, you can do more of a lower bump and run. If you're looking at putting the club a little bit further back in your stance, you can come lower and punch it through and keep that arm straight. If you want a little bit higher trajectory, keep it in the middle and do the same thing. That's going to produce a little bit more higher flight, and then it's going to check a little more. And then if you want an even higher flight, you put it in the front, and then you do the same thing, and you want to have as much as possible, keeping that shaft in line with your arm. I think that drill is going to help him out, and you as well. If you like these videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. YouTube likes that. I hope the tips that helped the gentleman out also help you. Let us know in the comment section below. Is there something that you're doing with chipping that's going to help you out, that might help somebody else out as well? Put that below. We look forward to reading those and sharing them with the community. We hope you have a good night, and we'll chat with you next time.